Perfect. Today is Friday, February 21st. I want to thank everybody for jumping on this call. It's definitely the last call of the week. I'll probably have maybe one or two more calls while I'm out in London before the convention. I'm going to do my best to do a call while I'm out there for sure, because I want to definitely do a little international call throughout the week. But I know a lot of people are going to be spending their time flying out there next week, and there's going to be a lot of people out there. So I'm super, super excited to meet a lot of you guys in person, right? But today we have a special guest on the call. Today we have a Chairman 25 on the call. And, the other day we were up in Atlanta, and we were talking, and, he was like, yo, bro, you got to get me on mornings. And I'm like, bro, I'm so happy you tell me this, because, sometimes I just forget, I just forget that I could get all you guys on mornings with NENO. You're like, yeah, bro, I'm ready, bro. Like, I'm ready to go, man. Just let me know what day. And, we scheduled it for today, Friday, and stuff like that. So it's super, super dope. It's on the 21st, which is pretty cool, because I remember where I was at, last February 21st. I was on a flight on my way to Dubai last February 21st. And, today, I'm on a morning call with my brother, 360 plus people. So it's super, super dope. So he's going to come on here in a little bit. But like I always do, I like to spread at least a little message real quick. Hold up. Did we say someone's birthday? On my birthday. Is today your birthday, Jasmine? On my birthday. Oh, tomorrow's Latoya's birthday. Okay, yo, guys, so let's wish Jasmine a little quick happy birthday, guys. Let's throw some hearts in the chat box for Jasmine. It's her birthday today, February 21st. Pretty cool. Let's send some love her way. Let's send some love to Latoya as well. Her birthday's tomorrow. A lot of us won't be able to tell Latoya happy birthday tomorrow. So let's send some love, both of them. Super dope stuff. Let's get it. Let's spread some love for sure. Dope, dope, dope. That's amazing, guys. Happy birthday. Wishing you guys more days of life, more abundance, more wealth, more blessings. Let's go, man. This is awesome, guys. Beautiful family you have here showing you all this love. So that's amazing, guys. But let's get this call started. Appreciate everything. So look, guys, so this is what we're going to do here. So I'm going to share a few things here really quick. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to pass it off to my brother, Slice, right? I wanted to talk to you guys about the positive dog and the negative dog, right? And that's something I want to talk about today real quick, because it's a little quick lesson that I learned, and I want to be able to teach it to you guys so that then you guys can teach it to your teams, and it's something that you remember, right? So what I'm talking about right now is the positive dog and the negative dog. Now, this is very, very, very important, guys, and I want you guys to really pay attention. This is a short message, but it's a powerful one, right? Think about us, we have two sides of us, right? We have the positive us, we have the negative us. And if we do the numbers, guys, we do the numbers correct, we have 70,000 thoughts a day, right? 70,000 thoughts a day. I mean, about 60,000 to 70,000 thoughts a day. And the average thoughts, 70 to 72% of them are negative. So if you guys really think about it, we're feeding the negative dog more than we feed the positive dog. So you got to think about it if you own two dogs. Think about it if you own two dogs. One dog will determine the negative things that happen in your life, and the other dog is going to determine the positive things that happen in your life. And every negative thought that you have feeds that negative dog. And every positive thought that you have feeds the positive one. Let's be real quick right here, guys. Which dog you think is stronger right now on your side? From everything that you think about, what dog is the most positive? I mean, which dog is the strongest right now? Let's be real. Try to put in the chat box. Which dog is the most fed right now? And let's be real. Let's be real. You don't gotta say positive if it's not, because what I plan on doing is I plan on teaching you guys how to get out of it, right? Because right now, if your negative dog is the strongest one, then guess what? That negative dog is gonna be the one that runs your life and determines the results and everything that's happening in your life right now. And I know a lot of people right now, the majority are definitely on the negative side, and that's okay. We have some that are on the positive side, and they've mastered the art of being able to feed the positive dog only, right? So something I want you guys to understand. Yeah, okay, so I see a lot of negatives. I see some positives. I would love to overpower my negative thoughts. Okay, that's good. I like the transparency, right? and some people are just, just not answering. But okay, we know we got both out there, right? So that's what I want you guys to think about your life as, right? Think about your life as that. Think about having two dogs in your house, right? One dog is the negative dog, and the other dog is the positive dog, right? But whichever one you feed the most, and it's all off of your thoughts, will be the strongest dog. And determining which dog is stronger, that one will determine your results in life. So for example, a lot of us right now, since we have so many negative thoughts about the business, so many negative thoughts about, just what's going on in the business, with your life, your relationships, everything that's going on, you're feeding that negative dog so much that your poor positive dog is almost dying. Your positive dog is almost dying. And you see, I want you guys to look at this as in that aspect, because the less you feed that dog, the more likely he is to die, and then you're not going to have a dog to feed. And then your whole life is just filled with negativity, because this dog is the only one that you get to feed. Remember, guys, what you don't feed dies. It's anything in life. So it's also with your determination. It also counts with your positivity, with your involvement in it. So right now, I would say most people that are negative, they're 70-30. So you're feeding the negative dog 70% of the food, 70% of the thoughts, and the positive dog is only getting 30 to 20%. You see, we got to learn how to switch that up. We got to learn how to stop feeding this dog. We want to starve this dog. We want this dog to die. We don't even want 10%. We don't even want the dog to have 10% of the food. We want to get to the point where there's only one dog in our life, and it's the positive one. This is super important. And this is how I want you guys to look at your life, because if you guys understand this, you guys will be able to make a change in your life. Because you see, what I started to do was I stopped feeding the negative dog, but it didn't happen from overnight. What I started to do was I would only feed the negative dog once a day, but I would feed the positive dog over 100 times a day, right? Yeah, vegan is okay. Vegan over here saying, I'm not saying no meat or anything, just feeding him in terms of thoughts. So because the problem was that I will have negative thoughts still, and still to this day, I still have some. But the thing is that I know how to overcome those negative thoughts, right? Because for the one negative thought that I have, I tell myself 7 positive things. So yeah, I might give him one negative thought, but I'm giving my positive dog 7 positive ones. So if I ever have any doubt that comes through my mind, any doubt at all, I'd be like, okay, boom, that's fine. I fed the negative dog. But then I know that now I'm going to feed the positive dog so much more. I'm going to, I am successful. I am rich. I am going to do all the right things in life. I am a fearless leader. I overcome that negative thought. You got to tell yourself at least 5 to 7 things to overcome that negative thought. Exactly. Can you give us an example? Let's say, you're negative that you might not make it in this business, right? Let's say you say in the beginning, like, for example, in the beginning, I didn't know if I was going to make it in this business. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't hitting no ranks. I was stuck at a rank for a long time. And I used to ask myself, questions like, is this business really for me? Or, should I just quit and go get a job? Those are negative thoughts because you are doubting yourself. You are doubting your abilities. Is this really for me? Is this something that I should continue to believe in? These are the thoughts that were going in my mind. Should I just go and, do my own thing? No one's helping me. I can't seem to figure out this trading thing. I can't seem to figure out this building stuff, man. Damn, I'm so mad. I'm so mad that I can't figure this out. Drop a 1 in the chat box if you've had those thoughts before. Just let's be honest real quick. If you've had the thought of quitting, you've had the thought, is this really for me? Am I ever going to figure out this trading stuff? All these thoughts, right? We have all these negative thoughts. Those are all thoughts of, can I really speak in front of the room? Can I really do these things, right? I used to have these thoughts, and what I want you guys to understand is that those thoughts are natural. Those thoughts are your old programming. Those are your old story. Those thoughts come from your old story. So what I used to do as I overcame those thoughts, you see those thoughts, I don't have them anymore because I learned how to overcome those thoughts. right? So those thoughts used to come, and what I will do is I will overcome them, right? So if I used to ask myself, let's say, for example, yo, is this business really for me? I'll be like, you know what? This business is for me. I am gonna master all the basics. I am gonna surround myself around positive individuals. I am successful in this business. I am chairman in this business, right? So you see how right away I went from, is this business really for me, to I am chairman, till I am successful, till I am a great leader, till I'm not gonna quit. I like to overcome it with a positive thought, because the thing is that I didn't want to continue to feed that negative dog. I was tired of feeding that negative dog, because that negative dog was literally, determining my life. That dog was the one that was controlling the actions and all the results in my life. And it was because I was feeding it so much. It had full control of it. So I had to start switching those thoughts over. So every time you have that thought of quitting, every time you have that thought, if this business is really for you, every time you have those thoughts of doubt, I want you to start telling you exactly pivoting, start telling yourself a different thought, a more positive thought. Tell yourself the complete opposite of that thought. The complete opposite of that thought. You guys want to learn how to re-switch that programming up and learn how to feed that positive dog and getting rid of that old programming? You got to learn how to pivot. You got to learn how to change a negative thought to a positive thought so it can overcome it. And that's the key to feeding that positive dog. And eventually, the more you do it, the less stronger that dog comes. The less it's going to ask for food, right? Because that it notices that you don't want to feed it anymore. And trust me, it still comes every once in a while. But the better you become at this, if there's anything that you guys need to be good at, is being good at learning how to, being aware of your thoughts and learning how to switch negative thoughts to positive thoughts. That one skill right there will change your life, guys. I promise you, it will change your life. It will give you a bigger perspective on life, on how you're really supposed to run. Because remember this, and then I'm gonna give it off to my brother. How you feel will determine the blessings that come in your life. And remember, you are a vibe. You give out vibration. So if you're giving out a negative vibration, there's no way that if you give out a negative vibration, you'll receive a positive result. That's not how it works, right? So if you're feeding the negative dog, the majority of your vibrations are gonna be negative. But if you feed the positive dog, your vibrations will be positive. So the person you feed the most, the dog you feed the most, will determine your vibrations, and the vibrations you have will determine the blessings and the answers that come into your life and everything else, right? So now the goal is to have positive vibrations only, because now positive attracts positive, and now you can only attract positive results, positive thoughts. The law of attraction works. It works. One negative thought leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, leads to another. But a positive thought has the same thing. It leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, leads to another, like a magnet. So that's what I want you guys to understand, and I want you guys to really pay attention to moving forward here in these next few weeks, going into London, going in after London, going into the spring, rounding up these last few 60, 90 days that we got going on, is what dog are you really feeding? Because that's something I ask myself all the time. NENO, what dog are you really feeding? Are you feeding the negative dog, or are you feeding the positive dog? And whatever dog you're feeding will determine the results in your life, guys. So that's my message here for today. I wanted to share that really quick here. It's super, super important that you guys understand that, because just that right there can make a big, big, big difference in your life, guys. So the person I'm about to bring up, guys, like I said again, this is an individual that I have an incredible amount of respect for, right? Because this individual has found a way, to be himself and get to a rank of Chairman 25, right? I want you guys to understand, Chairman 25 is not something easy. We're talking about 1,250 plus people impacted in your organization in order for you to get to a rank like this, right? That's over 1,200 people that you must impact to get to a rank like this, guys. So really, really quick, if you guys are ready for this individual, drop some 7-7s in the chat box, drop some fire emojis, because this individual took the time out of his day, right, today, this morning, to make sure that, that he came with that fire, right? He took the time out of his day this morning, to make sure that he brought some value for the family, because he's like, yo, I've been seeing you on mornings with NENO, man. I respect what you do, but I want to come on there and share some value with the team, right? This is an individual that puts people before profits. I've seen him go out there and go on tour and do all the necessary trainings, do all the necessary calls, you know, introduce himself to as many people as he could so that people need to start knowing this individual. He's one of the most low-key people, but he's one of the most powerful people that you will ever meet, guys, because like I said, remember, it's not about always the fame and everybody knowing you. It's about the value that you bring. And this guy brings an incredible amount of value. And what he wants to do is he wants to get his word out there. He wants people to see the value that he brings every single day. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to bring up my brother, Slice Dinero. This guy right here is going to bring that value. I have my journal ready because I'm going to take a lot of notes on what he's going to go over here. So without further ado, my brother, the legend, Mr. Slice Dinero. Where you at? There you are. Take it over, fam. Super, super excited, and I'm ready to take some notes, guys. Let's get it.
Bet. Appreciate you, Nano. I'm extremely blessed and grateful to actually have you, you know what I'm saying, to actually invite me to be on this call. Like I said, like my whole team, since you've been doing it, been plugged into this call, and they call me, and every day they be like, yo, I just got off Nano call, and they be so excited. I'm like, man, like one day I'm gonna have to get on these calls and actually show you guys, like, you know what I'm saying, who I am, because a lot of times people ask like, who Slice? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm so low back and low key, you know what I'm saying? I'm laid back, but at the end of the day, it's like with me, you know what I'm saying, growing up, like I ain't never really had too much. Like, you feel me? Like growing up, I ain't had too much. Like, you know what I'm saying? We grew up in the show and tell era. Like I show up to school, I ain't had too much to show. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I always was a low key guy, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying too much, but shit, when you get around me, like, I always got something to offer, you know what I'm saying? I got information that you need to hear, but at the end of the day, like I was never satisfied and comfortable where I was at. So just like most of you guys on this call, like I'm no superhero, you know what I'm saying? I can't jump off this balcony right now and land. Like, no, I'm level-headed and I keep my 10 toes down, but I understood that, you know what I'm saying, that I was surrounded by people that didn't have the same mindset as me. So my whole life I was asking the right questions to the wrong people. But it wasn't until I got introduced to this business, it wasn't until I got introduced to some of the right people, you know what I'm saying, just by happenstance, honestly, like when life hands you lemon, I made lemonade. You know what I'm saying? When people came into my life, I looked at them for who they were. Like, so I assessed my friends and I assessed everything around me. Because honestly, I grew up around a whole bunch of women, and my grandmother, she told me one thing every day before I left out of the house: choose your friends wisely. She said, choose your friends wisely. And I never really get it. Like she said, don't be nobody fool and choose your friends wisely. And my whole life, that kind of like stuck with me. So like when I got into this professional, even when I, you know what I'm saying, just coming up, like business was always my mindset because I seen my whole family like struggle. And you know what I'm saying, I seen them struggling, but at the same time, they were surviving. So it wasn't like they wasn't eating. It wasn't like they ain't had no clothes in their back. It was looking like, it wasn't like they were starving every night because I still went to school. You know what I'm saying? So I had lunch, you know what I'm saying, school lunch. You know what I'm saying? I had different things. I had resources in front of me, but I never cried about that. So a lot of times people get things in their life and they feel like they in this certain circumstance, or they feel like they got the short end of the stick. Like with me, that motivated me. You feel me? Like that motivated me. Like, man, I don't got that. I'm gonna work 10 times harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you don't believe I could do this? I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna get it done, and I'm gonna do it better than the person you first saw do it. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like my mindset and my hunger is the thing that I'm most grateful and blessed for. Because I could have been somebody lame. I could have been the negative Nancy. I could have been that sourpuss that just cried about every situation and never figured out how to be on the winning side of the, you know what I'm saying, equation. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, think about everything that's going on in your life right now. Think about everything that you thought that was going to actually, that's holding you back. Somebody's out there winning with it. So leave all the excuses at the door right now. Write them down, you know what I'm saying? Because somebody out here winning with it. Everything that you complain about, everything that you say you don't got, somebody figuring out how to be resourceful. The #1 skill set that I have is resourcefulness. Making something out of nothing. Starting with what you got and making more. So if you a hustler, if you an entrepreneur, drop some 7s in the box. You know what I'm saying? Drop some 7s. If you a hustler, you an entrepreneur, drop some 7s in the box. Because hustlers know how to make something out of nothing. Hustlers know how to make 1 into 2 and 2 to 4. So if you in the Forex, look, man, hey, look, I'm in blues right now too, man. Let me show y'all some blues. You know what I'm saying? We got blues. It's blues. You know what I'm saying? We blues right here. I'm a professional. Like, I'm serious about what I do. I wake up every day and I'm passionate and I'm excited because I'm doing what most people can't do. I'm grateful that I was able to work out of my situation. I'm grateful that I got information that just not only changed my life, it changed my family and my friends' life. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I want to just show you guys like literally like what it takes, you know what I'm saying, to get to the next level. So at the end of the day, like I said, I didn't start with too much. When I started this business, I was a broke college student. I started back in 2015 after I graduated from college. I went to South Carolina State University, graduated business degree, graduated cum laude. You know what I'm saying? I did everything that it is that they tell you to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? They tell you go to school, get a good job. I done that. So when I'm talking to you guys right now, I'm speaking out of experience. I'm not just speaking just, you know what I'm saying, just because of what other people been told. No, I actually did the work. Like I got my hands dirty. Like I got the degree. I went in, I got the good job. I was a production supervisor at Smithfield Foods for a year and a half. So when I was looking for a job and I couldn't find any, I ran into this opportunity. I seen one of my best friends dropped out of school my sophomore year. And I seen him take off by the time I graduated. But the year that I graduated, I actually had my daughter. So that just turned my hunger up a lot more because I not only that I had my brothers and sisters I was looking at, now I'm a father. So me being a father, and I actually understood that, okay, my father not in the picture, and I understood the value that if he was in a household, you know what I'm saying, what kind of value to bring, and the times that he was in the household and the value that he did install into me, I still have with me this day. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, he got, you know what I'm saying, into his own personal issues, you know what I'm saying? Then he got hooked on the drugs and then his mind was gone. I didn't let that hold me back. But at the end of the day, I use that as hunger to make sure that when my daughter do come on to and she is walking and she calling me daddy and she looking at me, that I can always put that smile on her face. She wants some ice cream, we go get some ice cream. What else you want? You know what I'm saying? You try to go to the store, you want toys, how many? You know what I'm saying? So that was just my mindset. I can't lose because my daughter need me to win, right? So when graduating, it wasn't no option. Like I can't be broke. Like I can't just come out here fumbling. I can't just survive like my mother and my grandmother. Like no, I gotta figure out how to thrive. Too many people are comfortable with just surviving. You know what I'm saying? The rich, the wealthy, they thrive. You know what I'm saying? 95% of people surviving right now because they work one job. You know what I'm saying? Got one source of income, right? So starting this business, I understood that I need to be professional. So I was actually a trader for a year and a half before I even quit my job. I was active with my IM membership for a year and a half before I quit my job, before I made a recruit, before I made a sign up, before I made any other decision. I said, I needed to master this skill set. I need to learn how to be a trader. You know what I'm saying? I had a job, you know what I'm saying? I was a production supervisor, so I had to be the first one there. Sometimes I work third shift, sometimes I work second shift. Hey, Ty, can you turn that down? Sometimes I work third shift, sometimes I work second shift. But at the end of the day, like I make time for myself. Like I made sure that I clocked in for myself. You know what I'm saying? So my business was my number one priority. Learning this skill set was my number one priority. Work was secondary because I was working for myself. So I made a decision that I understood that I gotta be professional. So a lot of times, look, people say they professional and they number one. Like, look, relating, look at the definition of number one. Relating to or connecting with the profession. I don't like that at all. Like, that's the sorriest and lamest excuse around. That's like being around the fire and not really, you know what I'm saying, be it. Like, to me, it gotta be in you, not on you. So number two is engaging in specific activities as one main paid occupation rather than as a pastime. Like, this is not a hobby, this is a lifestyle, this is what I do, this is in me, not on me. Like, my whole life I knew I was gonna be a boss. I told my mother and my grandmother that when I was 10. Like, I'm the man, I'm gonna make sure y'all straight. You know what I'm saying? So it's not no coincidence that I'm in the space where I'm at now, that I'm in this position. Like I said, I took all the advantages, all the opportunities that was granted for me, that was in front of me. I seen the door out, I kicked it open. If it wasn't open, I found the lock. Like, I'm Slice MacGyver, I'm gonna figure it out. Give me a pocket knife and some thread. Like, I'm gonna get up out of there. You feel what I'm saying? So that just always been my mindset. Like, I'm engaged, I gotta get my hands dirty. So right here it said a person engaged or qualified in the profession. So if you're not engaged in it and you're not, you know what I'm saying, qualified as a profession, of course you're not gonna have some posture when you're walking around here every day and when you say that you're a trader or that you say that you are a network marketer. Are you networking? Are you trading? How many times you're on the charts? How many times you actually on the phone? So when you get in this business, I need everybody to understand, who are you? Like, who are you? What you in this business for? Understand what business you in, because it's three types of systems that you're gonna run if you in this business. Like, identify it quick. Because when I first came in this business, I was just a trader. Like, I was a trader. Don't look at me for no sign-ups. Yo, yo, Ness, yo, Cash, I'm not getting on a call, bro. Like, that's not me. Like, I'm trading. You feel me? And I stayed locked in for a whole year and a half before I even thought about a sign-up. You know what I'm saying? I quit my job May 17th, and that's when I became a builder. You know what I'm saying? I literally jumped off the porch early. Like, I got my hands dirty early. So it wasn't no break for me. Like, understand, with me, it was never 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Like, I'm diving head first. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you tell me I can't win with this, like, I'm gonna figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, I need to get all engaged. I need to be surrounded and submerged with what you say I can't get done. Like, you know what I'm saying? Throw me in the wolves, I'll be the leader of the pack. You feel me? So at the end of the day, when I tell you, identify who you are, 90% of people in this business, you want to use the products. This is a product-based business. People want to use the products. People want to win using Forex. They want to learn how to trade. So I understand that. You know what I'm saying? Understand that most people want to trade, so get them plugged into the products. Let them understand that, look, this is what you can use with. These are the tools you need to be plugged in with, and this is information you need to obtain. You're right. So once you do that, that's your foundation right there, because you got to understand most people are traders. Most people want the business because they want to be Forex traders. 7% of the people, they want to build. They don't want to trade. They see the compensation plan, they want to go crazy. Say, man, I need to make these residuals. That wasn't me at first. I understood it, but I seen people around me winning as builders, so I just was open to it. Like, my whole life, I understood that, man, if I get a job, or if I could find a career, or, you know what I'm saying, a way that I can start in the company that's ground floor and work my way up so I could be CEO, or, you know what I'm saying, the manager of the company. This is where you could be your own boss and build your business from the ground up. It took me 2 years to hit Chairman 25. It took me 2 years to hit Chairman 25 before I started knocking it down. You feel me? So I was stuck at Chairman. I was stuck at Plat 2K for a whole year. About 8 months, I was stuck at Plat 2K. How many people were willing to, you know what I'm saying, weather that storm? Like, you know what I'm saying? I see people come in this business and cry about 2 months. 2 months? 2 months? Like, you feel me? Like, look, people are not access to this information. Like, this information can literally change your life. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to understand that these are the business owner investors. We understood that's where all the money been at our whole entire lives. So when I was in this field, I understood, man, look, I had what, like 20-some years of not knowing about business at all, really. So when I tapped into it, it didn't make no sense for me to say, okay, this is something gonna happen overnight. I had to learn a whole different language. You know what I'm saying? When I talk, I'm talking money now. It's slice dinero, right? Slice dinero, first name, last name. Because I want to get my pie and I'm going to get my back ends too. You get what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I chose to be number 3. I want to be part of the 3%. You know what I'm saying? I understood that I already knew how to trade. Quit my job, boom. After that, I said, I'm going to go head first in this building. You know what I'm saying? So the first day I quit my job was May 12th. You know what I'm saying? May 12th, 2017. That next day I was in an Uber. Not even an Uber. I was in a rental with Cash on my way to Texas to launch my business on tour. Start my first tour. And that whole tour, I messed up, I stumbled, I was scared to get on calls, but I kept doing it. I kept doing it because I understood that I had to become a professional. I seen people win. I see people around me that was actually killing it. So how did it look like Slice being on the sidelines? What? Slice on the sidelines? Nah, I need a ball, put me in a game, coach. Like, I don't care if I messed up. I don't care if I airball. Like, nah, put me in a game. I need to win. Like, my daughter's on the line. Like, you know what I'm saying? My future on the line. Like, I came in here to win, to be wealthy. Like, you can't put me on the sideline. I don't care how much I messed up. I don't care if I bombed that call. Like, no, I need to get it down. I don't care if I'm just saying, I know I'm saying, no, I'm saying, no, on my side. Like, no, I don't care if I mess up or stutter. Like, I'm on this business to win. I don't care how stupid I look, right? So understand why you in this business. Your why, right? Why are you in this business, right? Why? So when I tell you why you are in this business, understand that you are working for your why. You're not working for yourself. You're working for your why. So when you clock in and clock out every day in your head, you got to be thinking like, man, how can I win with this? How can I get ahead? Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to, because you got to really be committed to it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to apply yourself. You know what I'm saying? Understand where your target's at. You know what I'm saying? In this business, you got to understand your target audience. You got to get uncomfortable. You got to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. Right? So it was at this one, you know what I'm saying, event I went to. It was this guy, I wish I knew his name. If I see him, I'd dab him up and give him a hug. But when he was explaining to me, he was like, look, I make a lot of money in this business, right? He said, I make a lot of money in this business. And all I had to do is get in front of other individuals and tell them a way that they could win and tell them how serious I am about winning myself and how serious I'm about my family. So I get up every day and I scream about my daughter. You feel me? I tell people how serious I am about this business, how I'm gonna win with it. And I'm gonna show them the game plan and how they could win with it as well. So this business is not something you should be scared to talk about. You should have some posture in you in this because you're like, man, look, I'm trying to build a house, right? So I got this hammer, I got some nails, we can win with this. I'm trying to build this business. I got people in this business that's gonna show me the game plan. I got tools that I could win with. I got apps that you could copy and paste. Like, why are we being scared to talk about this business, right? So identify your why because you're working for your why. You know what I'm saying? When the last time you look like a fool for your daughter, for your mother? You know what I'm saying? When the last time you look a fool for yourself? So if you're not comfortable with looking like a fool just to step outside your comfort zone to get ahead, I don't think this business for you. You can't win like that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You going to risk or you going to regret? You know what I'm saying? So you can't win if you can't risk. You know what I'm saying? You ain't risking looking stupid. And how if you can't risk looking stupid, how you expect to risk your money? You can't. You know what I'm saying? So this business is all about mindset. So fear, it was literally holding you back and committing to being an expert or professional, right? Experts and professionals, they not scared to go out there and look crazy. They not scared to go and dunk on somebody's head. You feel me? I use a lot of basketball references because that's what I came through. Like I came through sports. You feel me? I had structure. So being on the court, I understood I had to be skilled. I knew I needed skills. You know, basketball court too, like if they ain't pass me the ball, like what I'm on the court for? You know what I'm saying? So I had to become a professional. I understand that I had to work on my skill, I had to work on my jump shot, I had to make sure I practice more than everybody else. I wasn't the fastest. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't jump higher than everybody. I could shoot. I was smarter than everybody. I understood the game, so I was able to stay on the court. You feel me? Figure out how you could stay in the court. Figure out how you could get on the game when you could add value to your team. You feel me? So resist the cool stuff. Like I tell everybody right now, like, look, ain't nobody cooler than me. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you was born in Antarctica. I don't care if you was born in Iceland. Like, look, you're not cooler than Slice. I'm telling you this right now, you're not cooler than me. You right? Because you got to understand, like, I don't care what nobody say about me. You know what I'm saying? Because we literally judged by the 5% that's not educated. That uneducated, the 5% that's uneducated, the 5% that's winning are judged by the uneducated that just don't understand money. So with me, my whole life, I ain't care about what everybody say. I ain't care about the naysayers. I just knew that I had to eat. You feel me? So when a lot got thrown in my plate, I never complained because I was hungry. So the process never scared me out of actually getting done what I need to get accomplished. You know what I'm saying? So as a networker, you know what I'm saying? You never want to eat alone either. Like never eat alone. You eating alone is you missing out of information. You know what I'm saying? You want to actually bring somebody else to the table. Like if you eating by yourself, that's why they say it's lonely at the top. Because who you brought with you? Who did you bring with you? How many people you shared this opportunity with? Because this opportunity is one size fit all. Anybody could win with this. I don't care how much money you got. I don't care how much time you say you don't have. Like you could win with this. I got apps if you say you don't got time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you hungry? You're not making enough money? I got some information to show you how to make some money. Or you trying to? What you trying to do? You trying to make some money or you trying to be rich? You know what I'm saying? What is it? Because I can help you with getting that done. Like, because this business, the more you share, the more people you help, the more money you come in. You feel me? So it's about impact over income. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you want to chase the skill sets and the responsibilities instead of the rank, instead of the money. Chase the skill set and the responsibilities instead of chasing the money. The rank gonna come. That's all that's gonna follow up after you chase the responsibilities and the skill sets. Believe me. So mastermind with your team. You need to be masterminding with your team every day. Like, think about it. Imagine you going to your job every day and nobody communicated and everybody was just quiet. How would that line work? How would that retail store work? How would McDonald's work if everybody don't know how many pickles got on that sandwiches or whatnot? You get what I'm saying? You need to communicate. So if you're not in communication with your team, if you got 12 people on your team, you got 4 people on your team, and you ain't communicating with those 4, how you expect to go to chairman? How you expect to go chairman and everybody not moving accordingly? My team, we move militant. My team, we move militant. Everybody know what's going on the next day. They wake up, they know their game plan because we set the right expectations. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you gotta communicate with your team and share your experiences because when you share your experiences, Other people can hear that and they can win with it. Be like, dang, okay, Slice went through that too. I relate to that. All right, I can keep going then. Like, that's a normal. You feel me? So if you don't share your experiences, other people don't know that that's normal, because you gotta understand like where we at. Like, you know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, our family and friends, you know what I'm saying, they didn't come from business. You feel me? They wasn't business minded. So it should make sense to go ahead and share your experience, because you want to be attracted to like mind. Like, you want to let other people know, like, look, I'm smart, I'm trying to build a business, and I want other winners around me. Surround yourself with winners. You know what I'm saying? Set high expectations for yourself and your team. Because think about it, your whole life you've been told what to do, you've been gave directions and instructions. So when you come in this business, you won't have no structure because you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So when you set your expectations, you let your team know, like, look, bro, I need you to be trading on the harmonic scanner at least 5 times a week. You know what I'm saying? Take some demo trades so you get comfortable with trading. All right, bet. You want to build? So look, bro, you should be P600 within the first 2 weeks. Like, no questions. Like, you too lit. Like, I see you got 10,000 followers on the gram. So there's no reason why you can't bring in 12 people. Better yet, I got 4 people for you, and you just bring in 8, and I'm gonna get you to P600. Let's work. You know what I'm saying? Because leaders are the engine that drives everything that we built over time, right? You know what I'm saying? Because that's the structure. That, you know what I'm saying? We build leaders, not legs. You know what I'm saying? What is good of 2,000 people on one leg if they not working together? What good is 50 people in one leg and we just got them pounding each other and they not working together as a unit? That's how you hit chairman. We build leaders, not legs, right? So many people think, man, sign up. Nah, let's build a team. Let's find some way we could get a collective individual moving as a unit so we could go crazy in this whole city. We're gonna take the whole city over, right? So, end of the day, we need resources. You know what I'm saying? If you want to start this business, it's a plethora of different things you need to tap into. Like, it's different materials that you need. You know what I'm saying? Calendar. I got a calendar. Where is that? Calendar all around. Like, you feel me? Got a notebook. You need a notebook. Computer. I'm on my computer. You got a phone. Got a planner, organizer, plan book, whiteboards. You know what I'm saying? I got 2 whiteboards right here. You feel me? I got 2 of them. You know what I'm saying? Eraser. Like, come on, man. Y'all need tools. Y'all got actually, you know what I'm saying, figure out how you become professional. Like, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't, name a chairman that don't got a whiteboard. Name somebody winning this business that you don't see constantly on their planet. Name somebody in this business that you see winning that don't got a passport. Right? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, YouTube, depending on how you use it, that's a beautiful tool. YouTube University is lit because you gotta think about it. Look, IM teaches you how to trade and become an investor. So you gotta teach yourself how to become your own businessman. So there's different things that you gotta tap into. You gotta control your diet. Your diet is just not what you eat, it's about what you hear, about what you see, it's about what you intake, right? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you can't close your ears, right? So you can't close your ears, you gotta be cautious of what you're hearing every day. So when I go on YouTube, I'm not just looking at rap videos all day. Yeah, I listen to it too. But at the end of the day, I need to tap into Eric Worre time to time. I need to listen to Jim Rohn. I need to listen to Grant Cardone so I can learn how to 10x my business, how to go crazy and get excited about what I'm doing. I need to listen to Patch Ben David because he not only give me a lot of value through his platform called Valuetainment. Nah, he give me structures and actually something that I can actually write down and have a game plan that I can share with my team. And all I have to do is just turn it around and put my little sauce on it and call it Slice the NENO game plan. You know what I'm saying? Because everything in this business, you hear over and over and over again. So you gotta be comfortable with hearing stuff over and over again and saying it over and over again. You get what I'm saying? Because that's your story, that's your message. So get comfortable with it. You feel me? Think about all the great leaders, how many times they said it over and over again. Think about how many times Muhammad Ali said he was the greatest. Think about how many times Floyd said he was the best in the business. You feel me? Think about how many times he said he got the box office numbers and them numbers came in because he said he spoke it, right? So Tony Robbins, he's the actual GOAT. He's like the Michael Jordan in the network marketing, right? And then you see right there and dead in the center what I got and it's golden, right? Mentors, relationships. So again, like, let me break down and let me show y'all like how serious relationships are, right? Relationships gonna really determine if you're gonna win or lose in this business because your environment is everything, right? So with your environment, everything, and we don't come from wealthy families, what we have to do? We gotta build our wealthy families. Like, family is just not, you know what I'm saying, the people that got the same blood. It's people that you win with, it's people that you eat with, the people you do business with. That's family. Just because we got blood don't mean we family. Like, you relatives, we related. You know what I'm saying? My family who I eat with. You feel me? So at the end of the day, since we don't come from wealthy family, the wealthy family gotta start with us. So your friends, your family, the people that you around every day, those are people that's gonna help you get ahead, because you the average of the 5 people be around the most. You hear it all the time. So you around 6 broke people, you're gonna be the 6 broke boy, right? So at the end of the day, mentors, you gotta level up. Like you gotta get information from somebody in the position that you're trying to be in. You know what I'm saying? You can't be listening to John down the block that never made $1,000 on his own. You feel me? To even for advice in this business. You know what I'm saying? So you can't listen to Sally down the street that never even made $600. You get what I'm saying? On her own. You can't listen to them. They don't know the information you need. So books. You know what I'm saying? Books is everything. Like sometimes you know what I'm saying, like you don't have time to sit there and read it. Okay, cool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a heavy reader. Like I'm practicing on that to this day. But one thing I do is audio books. So if I can't find an audio book, I'm sitting down, probably when I'm on a flight, you know what I'm saying, I'll read maybe 3 or 4 pages, you know what I'm saying, how many I can. But I'm always trying to constantly learn and get some new knowledge, you feel me? But these 5 books, since the last 4 years of actually being in business, are my favorite. These are ones that actually stand out to me. I guarantee y'all, if y'all listening and read all 5 of these books, and they got audio books for most of them, you will be in a whole different level playing field. Like you will be in a whole different level. You wouldn't even look at life the same. I guarantee you. You listen to those 5 books, you're gonna be turned up every day. I promise you. Game of life and how to play it. You're gonna realize like how the game is really played on it. You know what I'm saying? How you've been taught to be a working class citizen. You know what I'm saying? Outwitting the devil, that's gonna help you with your mindset. You feel me? You remember when NENO got on the call earlier and he was talking about which side of yourself is you feeding, the negative or the positive. Like that's gonna help you overcome all of that. As a man thinketh as well, building an empire and GoPro 7 steps of becoming a network marketing professional. Those 2 bottom ones are directly related to network marketing and to this business. It's almost like the Bible, you know what I'm saying, for network marketing. So with all this understanding that, when I was a child, I spoke as a child. When I understood as a child, I thought as a child. But I became a man, so I put the childish things behind, right? I put them away. So you understand that when you becoming a professional in this industry, when you commit to becoming a professional, put all of the childish stuff behind. You know what I'm saying? You're a professional now. You're not normal anymore, right? So put all of the doubts, put all of the bad habits, put all of the things that you didn't do in the past, put all the bad stuff behind and move forward. You feel me? Because you're a professional, you need to act like one. So you know what I'm saying? Your appearance is everything. So like if you coming into the business, you know what I'm saying, and you one way, people want to see your growth. You know what I'm saying? And one way that somebody can see your growth without really hearing what you got to say is your appearance. You know what I'm saying? First impression is everything. So you can't be in this business trying to sell a dream and you looking like a nightmare. You know what I'm saying? But if, let's say if you did look like a nightmare, it ain't nothing wrong with that. Like when the time grind, I understand it, right? But at the end of the day, people need to see your growth. They need to see your progression. So you showing up to these events, you getting on these calls, and you got the nappy fro, you know what I'm saying? You got roughly, you know what I'm saying, beard, it's not trimmed up, you ain't brush your teeth. Like, who want to talk to you? I don't care if I'm going to the gas station. I don't care if I'm going to the mall. I don't even care if I'm walking downstairs to the lobby to pick somebody up. I don't know who I'm gonna meet. I might meet a millionaire that got some information that he could share to me. But if I'm looking some type of way and he don't want to approach me or talk to me, I lost out on the opportunity, right? I don't even want to get on FaceTime or live sometimes with my head looking crazy. You feel me? So at the end of the day, appearance is everything. And then not only that, like, listen, if you dress well and your appearance is sharp, think about how good you feel. You smelling good, you know what I'm saying? Think about how good you feel. Now you walk around with certain swagger now, you know what I'm saying, when you feeling and looking good, you feel me? So like if you feel like that all the time, you're gonna be a beast, you in Super Saiyan mode. So don't be going outside, because that kind of like, it dictates your attitude too. It gives you confidence in some type of posture when you feel good and you smelling good and you looking good. You know what I'm saying? Who could tell you something when you look good when you got your Sunday's best on? You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? That helps you build your credibility and respect in the workplace, and you know what I'm saying, in all facets. Like you can't be coming out here looking bummy. Don't show up to my event looking bummy. You feel me? Yeah, come what you got, you know what I'm saying? Come as you are, but make sure you at least tighten up your tie. If your shirt a little bit baggy, at least, you know what I'm saying, at least iron it. You feel me? Don't come in here with coal in your eyes, boogers in your nose. Like, we're not trying to see that. We in the business of professionalism. Like, and the fact that we is a network marketing business, you know what I'm saying? your appearance is everything because you're in business for yourself. So your business, your appearance is your storefront. This is my storefront right here. I'm my walking, talking storefront. I'm my own face card. You know what I'm saying? So if you got scratches on your face, you looking boozy, you looking all busted and beat up, why are we gonna do business with each other? Right? So at the end of the day, appearance is all that, bro. Like we just went into that. Like this gotta be in you, not on you. You know what I'm saying? So the appearance, like it's in me. Like, man, I can't come out here look like bum. They can't see Slice looking like that. Like, you feel me? So at the end of the day, that's just how I always been. Like, nah, I don't care how much I don't have. Like, you just not gonna see me out here slipping, right? You know what I'm saying? So your behavior, like that's something that you need to be doing automatically. Like behavior that gotta be in you. Like you can't be out here just being disrespectful. You can't be out here just acting any kind of way, right? Because again, you get people who judge from that. I don't care about what people think and nothing like that. But I'm just letting you know, like be on your best behavior all times. Like straight up, like be yourself at the same time as well, because at the end of the day, your behavior, people see that and they get attracted to that. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they be like, man, be the social butterfly, social butterfly. I ain't no social butterfly by any means. I'm a social moth. You know what I'm saying? I came out the darkness and I'm only attracted to the light. I'm a social moth. I ain't a social butterfly. Social butterflies, they go after everything that's sweet and look good. Like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't no butterfly. I ain't come from that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I came up a little, you know what I'm saying, the other way. Like, I'm a social moth. Like, you feel me? I understood that I needed to eat, so I went to that light and I got what I needed. And I did it. My attitude was everything. Attitude is everything. Like, I'm telling y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Your attitude and your mindset literally was what differentiates a winner from a loser. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I thank God every day I'm not a lane. You know what I'm saying? I thank God every day I'm not a lane. If just that one mindset switch, I could have been on the corner somewhere probably. You feel me? I could have been in jail, locked up, or, you know what I'm saying, sleeping on the floor. You know, attitude is everything. You know what I'm saying? And again, with this business, it need to be a lifestyle. Somebody asked me, like, Slice, when do you, like, do you ever work, or, you know what I'm saying, do you ever stop working? What you mean? Like, this is my lifestyle. This is what I do. Like, so if I'm going to the mall, if I'm going to the gas station, I'm always prospecting. I'm always looking for somebody I can bring into the business. You feel what I'm saying? So it's never time that I'm not working. The opportunity could always be shared because I know somebody could win with this. Like, you feel me? This information was kept from us so many years. Like, think about where we at in this space of time. It's 2020. Too many people making money off their phones. Like, be humble. Like, humble yourselves. Like, for real, you gotta humble yourself. Like, look, if you could find a way to make $600 a month, right? You can make $600 a month, right? Why wouldn't you do it? $150 a week. Why wouldn't you bust your ass to do that? Like, the circumstance and the position that you're in right now should be all the motivation you need in the world. Like, I can't come up here and motivate you. Like, I think motivation is overrated. Like, you feel me? It's like, it's overbought. Too many people buying into motivation. Nah, skill sets will get you paid. Your environment, your attitude, your behavior, your appearance, that was gonna get you paid. That was gonna get you ahead, right? So your lifestyle and what you're doing on a daily basis, that's who you are. Your bad habits, kick those out the door. You feel me? Like, let's get right, man, because at the end of the day, attitude is the only word in the dictionary. You add them up, you get 100. You feel me? They love Slice because I keep it 100. Like, I'm gonna be transparent with you on the phone. You know what I'm saying? If you ask me a question about Forex, you ask me a question about building, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, I'm not gonna sound like the big old educated guy that I thought I had to be when I first entered the business because I was in corporate. I came in thinking I had to be this corporate guy. You know what I'm saying? Because I came from that. I'm a corporate dropout. You feel what I'm saying? I'm a corporate dropout. You know what I'm saying? I had the salary, I had the pension, I had the 401k, but when I started this business, I took my 401k out of it. That's the type of attitude I had. I had Acorn account. I took my bread out of that because I knew how to flip my money through the foreign exchange market. So when I started explaining to people, I'm not saying, oh, Forex is the largest financial market in the world, 6.6 trillion. You know what I'm saying? You sign up with your broker. My broker is Hugo's Way, support resistance and technical analysis, fibs, Fibonacci. Like, I'm not doing all that. Like, most people were scared to talk about money. Most people don't understand it. So at the end of the day, when I'm talking to people, my attitude is, look, man, look, we all understand that, look, we all understand business owners and investors make a lot of money in the world. The information that I got to teach you how to be an investor so you can be part of the 1%. But depending on what you're trying to do with the business, I can show you how to build your own business where you can leverage efforts of others so we all get ahead and we can win together, right? Because we get paid to help people. Like, be transparent. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be, you don't got to sound like Albert Einstein. You feel me? Like, just be straight up, because people could feel that. Like, your attitude and your posture, how you talk about, speak on what you know. It's, when you speak on what you don't know is how we could kind of catch on, like, I mean, what are you talking about, Slim? Like, he ain't even making sense, because you speaking on what you don't know. Speak on what you know, because then you had that attitude with you. You can have that mood. You could, you know what I'm saying? You could talk you know what I'm saying? You get in your bag for real. So your attitude is everything. You know what I'm saying? Keep it 100 with them. But to be honest with you, like, skills pay the bills. I can move around like this. I can talk the way I can. I quit my job because I understand I had skills. Like, what you want me to do? Like, I could do it all. Like, I could build your house. You know what I'm saying? I could do your taxes. I could fund you. I could trade your money if you want me to. Like, for real, I got skills. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real, like, I got skills. So at the end of the day, if you don't have skills, you ain't gonna have this type of posture. You ain't gonna have this type of attitude when you talk about the business. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, focus on getting the skills. You feel me? Taste the skills. You feel me? Develop your skills. We get paid because of skills that we bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? When you walk in the room, you know what I'm saying? When LeBron James walk in the room, he know what he brings when he come in every building. You know what I'm saying? He understands the value you have because of the skills and the knowledge he has, right? So that's why he can have a certain ticket. So it was times when I was at my job, I wasn't crying because I was at work. I wasn't crying because I was doing 12 hours. Nah, I was happy. I was cool because I know where I was going, because I was developing skills. So I was like, man, look, I know my contract coming up soon. I know I can walk away from this deal, because I was too skilled to be in that business. I was too skilled to be working for somebody else. I had too much skills to just getting paid for $60,000 an hour. I'm $60,000 a year. I'm trying to make $60,000 a month. I had too many skills. So I was looking at myself like LeBron and Kobe, and I'm like, yeah, man, my contract won't be fat this year. You feel me? Because I worked on myself. I put the work in. If you don't put the work in, you ain't gonna feel this way. You ain't gonna have this type of energy. I put the blood, sweat, and tears. Like, listen, I spent a year and a half paying for IAM before I quit my job. I didn't even think about building. A year and a half. And then it took me another 2 years to hit Chairman 25. I ain't complaining about it. I never cried about it. I just put the work in. I understood there were certain things that I was lacking, and I understood there were some things that I possessed, and I could, you know what I'm saying, excel with that. So what you good at doing, what you great at doing, the skills that you possess, put that in the forefront. You know what I'm saying? Promote yourself. Show people that, look, this is what I am. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what people want to work with. You know what I'm saying? Your skills and the talents you bring, that's your superpower. You feel me? That's your superpower. You know what I'm saying? Use that to win with it, and make sure you develop in what you don't have. You know what I'm saying? So personal development, communication, that's a skill. You know what I'm saying? The art of storytelling. Like, these are things that you want to start working on. Edifying. You know what I'm saying? Emotional control. Like, too many people are emotional in this business. Like, your emotion need to be completely separate from this business. Like, how you gonna be emotional because you got on a call and somebody tell you no? That's where a lot of people get caught up. They got no. Oh man, I don't want to get on a call. Somebody else gonna tell me no. Your mother been telling you no since you was born. She been telling you no since you was born. No is one word that we all heard in our whole lives, but now you want to get sensitive about it because somebody told you no because they didn't want to know how to make some money. Man, stop playing with me. Like, you feel me? Somebody tell me no, all right, that's your loss. You're going to sit back and you keep watching, because I already introduced you to the opportunity. You're going to see it. You're going to see me win. You feel me? So it's been people that have been in my business or been watching me for a while on Instagram and just seeing how I move. And I talked to them years ago. They wasn't just ready for the business at the end of the day. I guess they just had to, you know what I'm saying, sit back and watch and learn from Slice for a minute, because they wasn't ready for the business. So my whole time, and every time you hear me talk or when I get around people, I'm just trying to give them information or get some value to where, okay, maybe one day they'll be able to develop the mindset to understand, all right, this is the space they need to be in. Because business is life. Business is everything. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really be emotional about this at all. Separate it. Like, leave your ego alone. Like, your ego, literally the emotions that you're talking about. Ego. You know what I'm saying? Emotions go. Let your emotions go. Ego. Let it go. It shouldn't be in the business. Your ego should not be in this business. You feel me? Let that go. You know what I'm saying? Self-discipline. Like, we get paid because we problem solvers. So if you're not solving any problems, that's why you ain't getting paid. Figure out how you're going to solve problems. You know what I'm saying? I'm a problem solver. You know what I'm saying? Come in with your problems. All right, we're going to chat about it for a little bit. All right, now we're going to figure out how we're going to solve it. Don't sit on the call telling me about all your problems. Let's write it down. Tell me what your problem is. I bet. Now let's figure out how we're going to win with it. You know what I'm saying? It should be like almost 20-80. You know what I'm saying? 20% tell me what your problem is, 8% of the conversation, all right, now this is how we gonna solve it. You get what I'm saying? So don't get on a call with me. Don't call your upline talking about your problems and this and that, because I've been through every emotion in this business. I've been through the highs, I've been through the lows. We all been through it. It's not one chairman, it's not one leader that haven't been through all those emotions. Believe me, I'm in the trenches with them. I see it. Everybody that I started this business with, we all making 6 figures. We all making 6 figures. And we all went through all those emotions. But one thing that we all did, we solved problems. A lot of this stuff and all these resources that we got in this business right now, a lot of us didn't have when we started. You know what I'm saying? So it's too much resources, too many opportunities that you can actually win in this business now that you shouldn't be complaining about it. Let's, you know what I'm saying? Let's tap in, let's really go crazy. And the number one that I love so much is mind the business that pays you. This is what people get caught up at right here. They looking at somebody else's plate, they seeing somebody else win a race, and they forget about what's in the front of them. Mind the business that pays you. Stay focused on what you got in front of you. You feel me? Like, because at the end of the day, if you focusing on what John doing, how you gonna figure out what you gotta get done? If you focus on how you're losing and your trade's not going right, then that's how you're gonna solve them. You can't be looking at NENO and be like, man, NENO winning, man. Why NENO so lit? I remember times when he started these calls, there was only like 20, 50 people on these calls. Now he get 300, 400, 500 on an easy day. This is a light day for him. You get what I'm saying? So gotta understand it's gonna take time. It's a compound effect. Like, you feel me? Like nothing happens overnight. You know what I'm saying? Mind the business that pays you, right? Brand. Your name is all that you have. Your brand is your image, right? So when you're in this business, like, you gotta still understand, like I said earlier, your business, who you are, you know what I'm saying? What people see, that's your storefront. Your IG, all your social platforms, those are other storefronts. So if your storefront and your brand is not easily be able to recognize by, you know what I'm saying, just clicking on it or even looking at you, what are we doing here? Like, what can I get from you? People should know that, all right, people should know that, all right, people should know, all right, NENO, you know what I'm saying, he's a trader, you know what I'm saying, he help other people win, you know what I'm saying, through Forex or through investing, right? That's his brand, right? With me, they understand who I am. I'm Slice, I'm serious about family, I'm serious about business, and I love seeing other people win. You feel me? Understand that. That's my brand, and I stand behind that, and I protect my brand. So if I see people around me that's not winning or don't exude the same energy through my brand, I need them around me. I need them from around me. Like, get away from me, bro. Like, you don't represent me. Your brand is everything. Protect your brand, straight up. And if you don't have a brand, you need to be building it. So you can think right now, close your eyes, think about it. Whoever that super Slice, whoever that super, let me get some names out of it, Super NENO, you know what I'm saying, Super Ox, Super Josh, like, whoever that big picture person that you see yourself as, that bossed up individual, that mogul, that shark, that just wake up every day killing shit, that, you know what I'm saying, everybody want to be like, all the girls want to be with, you know what I'm saying? That's who you need to show up and be every day. That's your brand need to end up representing over time. You know what I'm saying? So over time, people need to see that growth. Like, they need to see that growth. You know what I'm saying? So while you building your brand online, like, these are some of the things you need to go ahead and tackle and get up out the way. Like, this is a good checklist for y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, when you're on social platforms, when you in your day-to-day life, you need to attract and don't attack. A lot of people, man, y'all broke people not making no money. Y'all stupid. Y'all, why y'all not getting on this? Man, nobody want to hear that all day, man. Nobody want to hear that. Tell them the reasons why they need to get involved. Tell them the importance about investing. Tell them the importance about business, because without business, you can't get ahead. Tell them the importance about multiple streams of income. You know what I'm saying? Like, nurture them. Like, let them know, like, look, this is what it is, because we in attraction marketing. You feel me? So if you can't attract somebody into your business, you can't attract somebody to yourself, it's going to be kind of hard for you to get leads. It's going to be kind of hard for people to want to do business with you when all you're doing is bashing people. Because you got to understand, most people just don't understand that they losing. Most people just don't see it. You feel me? Like, 9 times out of 10, everybody on this call probably think they third eye open. Right? Like, I'm woke. Right? Whole time you sleep because you ain't sharing the opportunity because you scared. Right? So at the end of the day, your bio, stories, have the energy, you know what I'm saying? Have fun. Show the places that you're going. You know You know what I'm saying? The product, show products and show people that you actually using harmonic scanner. Use emojis, you know what I'm saying? Shout out people. Buy a camera. You want quality pictures out there, buy a camera, hire a cameraman. Respond to your DMs. You know what I'm saying? Put your team in places they can win. You know what I'm saying? Invest into your business. Like straight up, invest into your business. You know what I'm saying? I got an affirmation. I said, listen, I say this, every time I spend money, I don't care how much it is. Every dollar that I spend in my business will come back to me 10 times. Every dollar that I spend in my business will come back to me 10 times. Like straight up, I know it is because I'm investing in myself. I put my money up. You know what I'm saying? Most people are scared to put their own money up. You know what I'm saying? That's what bosses do. That's what real hustlers do. We put our own money up and we ain't scared to do it. You feel me? So at the end of the day, create the relationship so you can know where to put your money at. You know what I'm saying? You got to end up understanding that you got to be relatable sometimes. Like people got to be able to relate to you so they want to know do business with you. You feel me? And at the same time as you being relatable, you got to understand, like me, I'm from Washington, D.C. Like, it's you know what I'm saying? It's the hood out there growing up. That's where I'm from. Like, you feel me? And most people that come up in the city, no matter New York, Miami, or wherever your case may be, like, you could relate to this. Like, you're not taught to show your emotions, especially as a man. But in this business, you got to open up and be almost vulnerable for people who can connect with your story. So if you're not sharing your emotions and what you actually been through in this business, it's going to kind of hard for people to connect fully. You feel what I'm saying? So like that was kind of one of the hardest things for me to do, actually getting in the business and actually talking to people in front of the crowd and stuff, like actually opening up how I feel about certain things, because my whole life I've been taught like, ain't nobody care about that. Nobody care about your sob story. And they really don't. You know what I'm saying? But that sob story and that, you know what I'm saying, experience that you went through that you just shared with them, somebody else could win with that. I'm telling you, somebody else could win with that. So while you holding back your feelings and how you know what I'm saying, went through the business and your ills, it's gonna be hard people. You could attract people that you could work with because what you relate to people is what brings people together. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, you know what I'm saying, no matter where I'm at, I meet somebody from DC, we kind of like click like that. You know what I'm saying? Just because of things that we relate about, you feel me? Or we got this and that in common. So your commonality is what brings people together. So sharing your story and being vulnerable is kind of like what will build the culture and help you build your team and, you know what I'm saying, long term. So right here is what professionals do, like straight up, you know what I'm saying? Professionals are confident. You know what I'm saying? Professionals business is always on tour. Like I said, day one, I jumped off the porch. I was on tour. Like every event, I made sure I was there. You know what I'm saying? Now just I'm there, like, no, you're going to know who Slice is by the end of the day. You met me, I'm shaking your hand, I bet you won't remember my name after a while. You feel me? When I first started this business, I only had like 1,700 followers. Like I got close to 18, I got 18K now. Like, you feel me? So, and that's not through paying ads. That's not through paying none of that. Like, that's just from me actually getting my hands dirty, traveling and meeting new people and talking in front of crowds. You get what I'm saying? So like, be comfortable with being on tour and meeting new people. Like DMO, like your daily method of operations, like what you doing on a daily basis. Every day you need to wake up and understand that you need to be attacking something, right? You don't need a sponsor. A lot of people waiting on a sponsor and hand out somebody to help them win in this business. What it look like telling my daughter a lyric like, we gotta wait on my sponsor for us to get paid. Hold on. My daughter look at me like I'm crazy. My mother gonna look at me crazy waiting on the next man to get rich or get him, you know what I'm saying, to eat. Like, don't wait on nobody. Figure it out yourself, right? You don't need somebody to tell you what you need to do. We all know what we need to do to win in this business. But are you willing to do it? Are you willing to, you know what I'm saying, bump your head and look crazy just to figure it out? You know what I'm saying? Experience is the best teacher. Like, you feel me? Like, get your hands dirty. You got to be able to develop leaders. You can't develop leaders if you ain't got no war wounds, right? If you ain't got no battle scars, how you going to tell leaders what to do? How you can tell leaders, man, look, man, this is going to hurt you if you don't, you know what I'm saying, do this way. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you pay attention to this and make sure you follow this precisely how I'm about to tell you, right? How could you do that if you ain't never got no scars? You know what I'm saying? So you got to go through the trials. You got to go through the tribulations. You got to crash sometimes. Like, you got to get bloody. You got to get your hands dirty, like, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Create effective habits. Like, that's important. Like, you got to create habits in your daily life and your schedule that's going to help you win. You know what I'm saying? Because your habits are your religion. You know what I'm saying? What you do on a daily basis, that's you. You feel me? So write down a list of all your bad habits. Go ahead, write a list of all your bad habits right now. So you can look at them every day and be like, why do I do that? You should feel disgusted every time you think about it. Like, damn, that's a bad habit. I keep doing it. And I know that's holding me back from getting out of the situation I am. I know that's holding me back from being who I really want to be, right? So if you write down the bad habits, you can look at them and stare them at them in your face. You could stare up in their face and just go crazy about it. And sooner or later, they're going to be gone, because right next to your bad habits, you're going to put right next to them is your good habits that you need to work on. Things that you need to excel on, things you need to work on, your skill sets. You feel me? How you can add value. You know what I'm saying? You need to promote it to your team. Like, you got to promote teams. Like, if you a leader, let's say, if you P2K, if you plat 5K, it's no good that you 5K. Like, it's not about, you know what I'm saying? It's not about what works. It's about what duplicates. You feel me? It's not about what works. It's about what duplicates. So if you plat 2K and you can't create another plat 2K, what's the point of you being in the business? Because you in this business to help people win, right? So you want to be able to actually be a well-rounded leader. You know what I'm saying? Ask for help. You know what I'm saying? You got to ask for help sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Nobody get it done on their own. You know what I'm saying? Ask for help. Be a student always. And not only that, like, you got to understand, like, you got to learn how to effectively launch. Amateurs start a business, professionals launch a business, right? Amateurs start a business, professionals launch a business. So we constantly on launch mode. You see me on the road all the time. I'm going to different cities. I'm launching. You feel me? I just went out in Milwaukee last week, and I launched a business out there with my business partner, Ben Dale. His first event he thrown had over 50 people in the room. We closed pretty much all of the prospects that was in the room. We had, like, out of the 50 people, we had like 30-some prospects. And out of them 30-some prospects, I think we had like 7 people that lock in that day, that same day after that event, right? So that's a whole business, that's a whole market that just got launched, right? So at the end of the day, like, just continue to win, like, for real. You got to learn how to, you know what I'm saying, eat for real. Like, because together we could build an empire, like, straight up. Like, you can't do this business on your own. And at the end of the day, you need to surround yourself with people that's of the like mind. So that's pretty much all I got right here for y'all. Like, I hope y'all all took, you know what I'm saying, plenty of notes. At the end of the day, for you to be a professional, for you to actually win in this business, you got to embody it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't listen to nobody when they tell you can't do it. Don't listen to your family, your friends, when they tell you that, you know what I'm saying, this is not possible. You know what I'm saying? Is that a scam? You know what I'm saying? Don't listen to none of that. Like, just go ham, just go hungry, and just, you know what I'm saying, that vision is everything. Make sure you lock onto that. That's that light at the end of the tunnel, right? And the things that you uncomfortable, the things that you scared to do, like, look at that, is that, you know what I'm saying, that man that's mining for gold. You know what I'm saying? You know that mean, that mining for gold? You know what I'm saying? That stuff that you uncomfortable doing, that's that dirt that's in the way of your gold. You feel what I'm saying? So you to hit that rank, you got to keep digging. You got to get your hands dirty. Like, this business is almost like, it's almost like a flower, right? If you want to be a rose, if you want to be a bush, if you want to be a tree, right? You got to be hungry. Not only you got to be hungry, you got to have set up the right environment. So in the right environment for a flower or any plant to grow, what you need? You need soil, you need water, and you need sun, right? This business is the same way. For you to be able to grow, you need the right people around you. You need the right education and the right type of hunger, the right type of mindset to win with this. Like, straight up. Like, so set up your environment. Like, you feel me? Like, you're not in a productive environment. You around people that's, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna constantly bash you. That's not, you know what I'm saying, on the same type of time with you. Like, separate yourself. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, separate your liabilities from your assets. We need way more assets 2020. You know what I'm saying? Liabilities out the door. That shit back in 2019. Assets over liabilities. Like, you feel me? Like my man said, we gotta separate the elevator. Ain't nothing wrong with your friends. We love them to death, but in the day, some of my conversations, I got cut short because I understand what's out there. My time is valuable. Time is time is the only luxury worth having. Like, straight up, time is the only luxury worth having. You can't get that back. I drop $100 on the ground right now. Like, I could pick it back up and it will still be worth $100. I can't drop my day on the ground. I can't waste a day. I wake up at 11 o'clock, I'm pissed. Like, damn, I missed like a half a day. Like, you feel me? Because imagine me waking up at 6 o'clock rather than me waking up at 11. I could get a lot more done in them 5 hours, you know what I'm saying, that most people would sleep, that I can get done now, you feel me? So now I'm a header person. That's work equity. That's called work equity. The money, the work that you put in. You feel me? And how much time is you putting in your skill? You feel what I'm saying? That 10,000 hour rule says you got to put in 10,000 hours to actually, you know what I'm saying, master the skill set. So, you know what I'm saying? Without further ado, man, we still in blues. You feel me? We still in blues. You know what I'm saying? Get on the charts. Like, this information to change your life. I'm telling y'all, we still in blues. You feel me? We up right now. We up. Everybody on the chat, man, y'all in blues, man, drop some sevens. Who trading? Like, who really trading out here, man? We all traders out here. That's, you know what I'm saying? Let's work. Let's work. You know what I'm saying? Tap into the group chats. Make sure y'all plug in the team. Make sure y'all around the fire. Y'all need to be around the fire. Like, if y'all not around the fire, how y'all gonna grow? You know what I'm saying? Everybody need to go ahead and get that bucket out your closet, go to the gas station, fill it up with some gas, pour it on yourself, and light a match. Light a match. Like, you know what I'm saying? You let yourself on fire, the whole city come out and watch you. The whole city will come out and watch you light yourself on fire. They don't care how crazy it gets, no matter how bad times is. Like, you gotta make sure you keep around the fire, stay around the fire. Because you keep going around with cold individuals that don't know nothing, you're not gonna get ahead. You feel me? Get around the best traders. If you just want to be a trader, you still need to show up to the events. Because the best traders in the room sometimes. They be the quiet ones in the back. If you open your mouth, they be like, yeah, bro, I just made, you know what I'm saying, 100K in the last year. You know what I'm saying, through trading. And if you don't talk, how you wanna know that? If you don't show up, how you wanna know that? Be around the fire, get hungry of being around people that's actually winning this in this business. Like, you feel me? It's time to, like, the time to be cool is over with. Like, it's 2020, too many people winning out here. How long are we gonna sit back on the benches and see other people win? With the same opportunity that you could get in. This opportunity for everybody. I don't care if you're skinny, black, fat, white, purple, you know what I'm saying, anemic. Like, get around the fire, get right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? It's Friday. Everybody getting paid. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That pay quick about to hit. You know what I'm saying? I just got some blues. We good. My team eating. My team on the call. I love y'all. NENO, I'm gonna pass it back to you. Go ahead and close it out. And again, man, I appreciate y'all actually having my time, you know what I'm saying, and listening to me.
Let's go, man. Let's go. Let's give it up to my brother Slice, man. Let's drop some 7-7s in the chat box. Man, I got about 4 pages of notes, bro. No cap, bro. I got about 4 pages of notes from my brother Slice, man. This is crazy, bro. So much value on this call, guys. So much value, man. Let's take that time. Let's drop some thank yous as well. Let's tell Slice thank you, man. He really took his time with this. He wanted to make sure that you guys really understood, you know, how important the professionalism is in this business, right? How important all the skills are in this business. And what I loved about him was how transparent he was being with everybody, right? And you know, that's something that I do on these calls. I'm very transparent with all my people. Well, I'm super, super grateful that he was transparent with his people as well. But since I know we've been on the call for a while,